Hi everyone, it's Cynthia from Country Concessions, the quilt shop in Cookstown, Ontario. As many of you have heard, we're having our 30th anniversary this year in 2024. So it's a big deal, and we are celebrating each month with a special on the 30th of the month, or as close to that date as we can get, where we offer you 30% off one product or group of products that we think will be wonderful for you to have. And so far, our 30th anniversary specials have been very successful. So this month we are offering you 30% off a select group of rulers that are your basic workhorse rulers that you will use every day in your quilting. So we're featuring a number of different sizes: 6 by 24 inches, 6 by 12 inches, 6 by 6 inches, and either 3 by 18 or 3 by 12, depending on the manufacturer. Some of them offer that 3-inch ruler in different sizes. We're also focusing on 3 different brands of rulers that offer different wonderful features. So the first one that we've got, I'm just going to grab that here, is the Creative Grids basic line of rulers. So this, you can see, is the Creative Grids ruler. You can see that it has fairly open markings on it. It marks down to the 1/4 inch, but it doesn't have as many markings on it as some of the other rulers. So it's a clear and easy to see ruler. It's a great ruler if you're just starting out, but it's also a great ruler if you just want more visibility where you're cutting. As with all the other Creative Grids rulers, I'm going to come a little closer. Don't know if you can see them. Creative Grids has a grip system on the back of the ruler. They have little textured areas that grip the fabric when you put pressure on it. So when you put this on your fabric to cut, it'll slide around easily, but when you put pressure on the ruler, those little grippy areas will grip the fabric and prevent as much slippage. So that is a very useful feature. I'll just let you know that the rulers I'm showing you are the rulers we use at our cutting tables. So if you see any worn marks or marks where the markings on the ruler aren't as clear, that's because we use them all the time. So the second set of rulers is from Omnigrid. These are very, very popular. We sell a ton of these. As you can see, there's a lot more markings on the ruler. They're marked down to the 1/8 of an inch mark. They're also marked in a neon yellow, which shows up really well. Lots of diagonal lines on this ruler to help you cut those subcuts that are maybe on the diagonal. So again, a really, really popular line of rulers. More markings, so it's great if you're cutting those odd shapes like 8 7/8 or anything like that. So again, offers a different set of features, and also the markings being in yellow, it will show up differently on different fabrics. So some people like to have more than one ruler, because depending on the color of fabric you're cutting on, it's easier to see with either the yellow markings or the black markings. So these are the Omnigrid rulers. The third manufacturer type we've got is Quilter Select. These are a very premium ruler. You can see we've got a wear patch on there. That is from using this on our main cutting table over and over and over and over and over. That is not going to happen to you quickly. We've probably had this ruler for years. So the Quilter Select ruler has great markings on it. Again, lots and lots of markings, and they do go down to the 1/8 of an inch. The difference with Quilter Select is it has a non-slip coating over the entire back surface of the ruler. So when you put that ruler down on your fabric, it does not slide around. A lot of people really like that feature. You either love it or you hate it. It's great because your ruler slippage is reduced enormously, so much less danger of miscuts or slips and cut fingers. So Quilter Select is our third brand, and in each of these brands of rulers we're offering the different sizes that I mentioned to you. So rulers are one of those things that you buy it and you have it forever. However, forever is not necessarily forever. It depends how much cutting you do. You may find over time the markings on your ruler may start to wear. That'll take a long time for that to happen. You may also have nicks and dings and cuts in the edge of your ruler. If you ever do a whoopsie with your rotary cutter, you can get nicks and snags in the edge of your ruler. If you drop it, you can have breakage. So you may find over time your ruler is something that you would like to replace. And what could be a better time to do that than when there's 30% off? Now we are offering 2 auxiliary products with our rulers. The first one is called Grippy. It is a spray product from Odif, which is a French company that makes a lot of spray adhesives. This is a grippy coating. You spray a light spray over the back of your ruler. It's pretty hard to show on camera, but it comes out as a very, very fine spray. So you take your clean ruler, do a light spray over the back of the ruler. It will go on slightly whitish, but it dries to translucent, and you end up with a system that gives you that grip when you press down, and it just makes it much easier to avoid the slippage. So the Grippy gives you that kind of non-slip coating that is already applied on the back of the Quilter Select rulers that you can use on any of your rulers. This is wonderful for small rulers, template pieces, anything like that, it's hard to hold because it's such a small area to press down on, but the Grippy will prevent any slippage when you're using that type of ruler, or any size of ruler actually. The other thing we have, a lot of people like using these are called Grip Dots. This is a product from Gypsy Quilter. They're just little clear plastic adhesive dots that you can put on the back of your ruler. And again, they're very, very thin, so it's not going to raise your ruler any significant amount, but it gives you that grip when you press down on it. Makes it much easier to prevent that slippage. So that is our special this May 30th, which is a Thursday. It's a 1 day only. It starts at midnight and goes to 11:59. And it is online and in store. All of these products are reorderable for us. So if we should happen to run out of anything, we will get those ordered right away, and you would have your items within 2 weeks. But we have lots of stock that we've brought in. So I hope you'll join us on May 30th and celebrate our 30th anniversary with us. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.